Welcome to the Folktale Project. This is Dan Scholes. Today we have another story from the southern states of North America, of the United States. And this story is not quite as sad a ghost story as Monday's Lake of the Dismal Swamp, but still, it's still a story about, well, a haunted place. A place where those who have gone down the Potomac have seen. This is the Moaning Sisters. Above Georgetown, on the Potomac River, there are 3 rocks, known as the 3 Sisters, not merely because of their resemblance to each other, for they are all parts of a submerged reef, but because of a tradition that, more than 100 years ago, a boat in which 3 sisters had gone out for a row was swung against one of these rocks. The day was gusty, and the boat was upset. All 3 of the girls were drowned. Either the sisters remain about this perilous spot, or the rocks have prescience. At least those who live near them on the shore hold one view or the other, for they declare that before every death on the river, the sisters moan, and the sound being heard above the lapping of the waves. It is different from any other sound in nature. Besides, it is an unquestioned fact that more accidents happen here than at any other point on the river. Many are the upsets that have occurred, and many are the swimmers who have gone down, the dark forms of the sisters being the last shapes that their water-blurred eyes have seen. It is only before a human life is to be yielded that this low wailing comes from the rocks, and when on a night in May 1889, the sound floated shoreward just as the clock in Georgetown struck 12, good people who were awake sighed and uttered a prayer for the one whose doom was so near at hand. 12 hours later, at noon, a shell came speeding down the Potomac with a young athlete jauntily pulling the oars. As he neared the 3 sisters, his boat appeared to be caught in an eddy. It swerved suddenly as if struck. Then it upset, and the rower sank to his death. And that is the Moaning Sisters, a tale from the Potomac, captured by Charles Skinner. This is Dan Scholes for the Folktale Project. Don't forget that you can subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Overcast, anywhere you like to get your podcasts. You can follow us on Twitter at Folktale Project. You can find us on Auto Radio, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, anywhere you like to listen. And you can always head over to folktaleproject.com, where you'll find a new story waiting for you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. As always, thank you so much for listening.